So this is the first video I've ever done, and I really enjoy cards, playing it. I'm about close to 400 hours into it, and I wish there was some things I knew before I started on the UI, user interface, that probably would have made it easier on me when I started. So your first button over here on the left is, of course, the play button. And you have all the different games you can play in here. If you're in battle, over here, you can play ranked or casual. Pick your deck and hit play, and you go into battle. I'm not going to show any battles on this one. I'm just trying to go over the UI quick and fast. You can get into other things, training, which is great when you first start because your experience goes up pretty quick until you reach a certain level in each deck. Draft, I've only played one, don't know enough of to talk intelligently on. Campaigns, I did pay for campaigns. I actually finally donated money to Kards at about 360 hours because I got to a point where I needed the better cards. I just wasn't gaining them fast enough through the money that you earn as you get better. And you'll understand what I mean once you start playing. But I started with, the Theaters of War, played through. It was good. Get to play against the computer and work out the kinks. Battle code, I don't have any friends to play on here with, so I've never had to use a battle code. Tournaments I've played, they do cost either, 25 gold or some diamonds, depending which tournament you're in. Depends, that'll determine how much. And then cards here itself is great, and a lot of this I didn't learn. You edit your deck, so if you pick a deck and hit edit, this is my ridiculous deck because I think buffs is just horribly overpowered, so I made a ridiculous deck to prove my point after I played somebody who was really good, and I went, my God, that's even makes me even hate it worse. But that's part of getting through the game. But here, when you go into cards, you can see your whole collection and filter everything over here. I didn't know till later, how you can filter in here. When you do catch new cards, you click it and they'll show up if you have alternative art, or if you just want to show every card there is. You can separate your decks by the sets they've been in. Infantry, artillery, tanks, bombers, fighters, orders, and I guess spells is the best way to call this one. I'm not sure. Counters, counter spells. And up here is really cool. You click this button. This gives you your collection overview in each set and what percentage of the cards that you own. I'm not even, I think, halfway through the amount of cards you can own. I believe is over 3,000. And I think I'm just now coming up on 1,500. And bear in mind, I just put money to this at almost 400 hours into it. So I did win around 1,200 cards of just grinding and grinding. And I made Field Marshal at about my 220th hour of play. And then here you have your crates that you get for playing games, and it gradually goes up. And this happens weekly. It's really good. Missions is good. I don't have any missions up right now. I wish I knew more. When I get a mission, maybe I'll do one on missions to show you guys. They're important. I suggest playing in training when you do catch a mission. That way you can get those rewards that are associated with the missions, which are really good, which are coins. And that's, again, I got a majority of my stuff. And of course, your overview. I'm only 1,427 cards into this, and there's over 3,800. Your reward timeline for what major power you're playing. Obviously, I love Britain the best. I don't know. I like the deck. My rank is Field Marshal. Again, it took me quite a while to get there, but I really suggest playing in ranked and not all the time in training, because ranked, I think you have to get beat up and down in order to understand the mechanics the best. I don't mind getting beat learn from it, and you will get really good. Because I've played people in training that they're like, if you go to their profile, they're like, oh, insane, they have all this stuff, but just make horribly beginner errors that shouldn't be made for somebody having, because you'll see them with all kinds of stuff. It's really wild. So you have the casual players and the hardcore. I really suggest getting beat up in ranked matches, and you just learn so much. Again, first video, appreciate it. Thank you, everybody, and hopefully I'll do some more. Thanks.